What's up, guys? Welcome back to Unparalleled Universe for another action figure review, and today we'll be looking at the 112 Collective Modern Captain America from Mezco. And here's a quick look at the box. You got a shield right there in the middle, and then on the side of the box you also have another shield. And then once you open up the front, you get a look at the figure. You're able to see the figure itself and then all of his accessories. Then over here on the side you got this cool American flag like graphic. Then on the back you get a couple cool shots of the figure, and it shows him using the different accessories and stuff like that. And yeah, this packaging's cool. I'm always a big fan of the Mezco packaging. It's really high quality and stuff. And for the articulation, his head is able to go side to side, and it's able to tilt a pretty nice amount. And it could go forward and down that much, and then it could come up and back about that much. And then you have two torso joints there. And using both of them, you could get him to tilt a pretty nice amount. Get him to tilt back and forth here. And you're able to get him to crunch a little bit, but not very much, as you can see here. And you're able to get him to bend back a pretty nice amount. And you can also get him to twist. Both of the joints really work good together. And then for his arms, they're able to come out to the side about that much. And then you could come forward about that much before the close stops you from moving. But it's a pretty good amount. And you come back about this much here. And then you got the upper bicep swivel. You have double jointed elbows. You have a swivel right here at the glove. And then you have a swivel here at the hand that also hinges up and down. And then let's see here. For his legs, you're able to go forward about that much. And you're able to come back about that much. And then they could come out a pretty good amount. Probably get them to do the splits. Then you got an upper thigh swivel. You have double jointed knees. You kind of have a swivel here at the boot, but it's a little bit tight. But it does definitely move. And then at his foot you have a swivel. And a little bit of rocking to it, but not very much. And also a little bit of tilt. So he has a really nice amount of articulation, just like all the other Mezco figures. And here's a quick shot of all the accessories that he comes with, and we'll run through all these right now. He comes with a pointing hand and a thumbs up hand. Then he comes with two open hands. He comes with two flat hands that you could use to grip onto his shield. And those things work really good. And then he has two fists. Then he has a saluting hand. And then he has a pair of gripping hands, and you can use those to grip his knife and his shield. And here's a closer look at the knife. The knife is nothing too special, but it's well done. It's just silver and black, and it's sculpted really good. And for the knife, you're able to just stick it into the boot right here. And it's a little tight on this Captain America, but yeah, it goes right in there, and that's pretty cool. And then here's a closer look at his shield, and his shield is really nice. It's metallic and shiny. It looks great. Everything's sculpted. You got the magnet right here, and the magnet sticks right onto his arm, and that's pretty cool. The magnet isn't as strong as I'd like, but it still fits on there. It still stays on there okay. Then he comes with these two grenades, and these grenades are sculpted pretty good. You can see the little pin in there, and then the clip. And it's painted, you know, like metallic silver and black. And you're able to clip these right onto his belt. I believe that this is the only way that you're able to put these onto his belt. I don't think there's any other kind of clip or anything. But yeah, they stick right in there. And that's pretty good. They stay in there pretty snug, so that's okay. And then one of his pouches is interchangeable. One of them, it's like a little canteen, and you're able to take it out and put just like a regular pouch. So that's pretty cool. And then he comes with two different heads. Of course, he comes with his masked head. And then he comes with this unmasked Steve Rogers head. And then he comes with these straps that he could use to hold onto his shield. And you got a little magnet here in the back, and the shield sticks right onto there. And again, it's not a very powerful magnet, just like on the gloves, but it does hold. You're just able to knock it off really easy if you know you're messing with it. And these things are sculpted really nice. I think they did a good job on these. And the way these work is you just slip them right on like this. but they're pretty small, so you got to be careful when you're doing this so that you don't rip off any of his, you know, the chainmail stuff. And yeah, I don't like to take it on and off. Once I have it on, I usually just keep it on there. But I really like the way it looks, and it matches his belt and some of the browns on his gloves and his boots. But yeah, it looks really cool. And then of course you got the awesome Mezco stand, and it has a peg right here that he could stand on. Or you're able to pop that out using the arm. Just pop out that plug thing there, and you stick this in here. And then you got the articulated arm that you could stick them onto. And it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty sturdy, and if it gets loose, you're able to just tighten it up. It's just held together with screws. And here's what he looks like just on the peg. And yeah, that's awesome. I always love the stands. And for some size comparisons, here he is next to Mafek's Batman and Marvel Legends Miles Morales Spider-Man. And then here he is next to Mezco Dark Knight Returns Batman and DC Icons Flash. And then here he is next to Figure Arts Ant-Man and Marvel Legends Machine Man. And here's a look at him next to the exclusive classic Captain America from Mezco. And both of these figures have advantages over each other in certain aspects, so it's really hard for me to pick which one I like the most. But I think I love both of them equally. They're really great figures. And here's a closer comparison. One big difference is the color. You can see the classic one is like a darker blue. And the chainmail effect is different on each of these figures. On the classic one, the chainmail pieces are smaller. And on the modern one, they're like bigger diamonds, and I kind of feel like they're more likely to fall off because some of them already look loose and like they're gonna come off. I really hope that they hold though. But I really like the way the diamonds look, that's for sure. And aside from that, the differences, I mean, there isn't too many differences. All the sculpted pieces are the same, they're just painted differently. One big difference is the pants. The modern one's pants are a lot baggier, and the classic one has like spandex pants kinda. But yeah, all the sculpted pieces are pretty much the same. As you can see here on the boots, they're the same. They're just painted a little bit different. Same thing here on the gloves. You just got some more browns on the modern one. And as far as I could tell, the two Steve Rogers heads are exactly the same. I was looking at them for a long time, and I kind of feel like the modern one, which is on the left here, looks like his eyes are a little bit smaller. But yeah, I'm not sure. That might just be my eyes playing tricks on me. But yeah, for the most part, they're exactly the same. Shields are really different. With the modern Captain America, the shield's a lot more shiny and has a cool metallic look to it, and with the classic one, it just, you know, painted red and blue and stuff like that. I think the classic one kind of looks more like a toy, and the modern one looks more realistic. I do think the shields are small on these figures. I wish they were a little bit bigger. They both look cool, but the modern one I think looks better. But yeah, overall, I couldn't say which one I like better. They're both amazing figures, and I love them equally. And here's a closer look at the modern Cap's head sculpt. You can see that the A is sculpted on. I really like his facial expression here more than I did on the classic one. And you can see his wings are sculpted onto his head there. They're flat, so it kind of looks more like, you know, the ultimate version or something. But yeah, it looks really good. I like they did a great job on the head sculpt. There's details throughout the whole thing, so it looks really good. I will say this though, I do like the way that this Captain America looks with his masked head on more than I like the classic Captain America with his masked head on. But yeah, I think they did a better job at this head sculpt. I know some people don't like the style, but yeah, I like the way that this came out. And his Steve Rogers head, like I said, is pretty much the same, and it looks really, really good. It's one of my favorite Steve Rogers head sculpts that's out there for a 6-inch action figure. And it's cool because it looks realistic, but it doesn't really look like Chris Evans or you know, the movie version of Captain America. So yeah, they just did a really good job overall. And here's a closer look at the rest of the figure. And yeah, you know, I love this figure, obviously. One thing that I don't love about the figure is those diamond pieces. Some of them really look a little bit loose. Like, as soon as I brought them out of the package, it kind of stood out. Like, some of them kind of look like they were coming up a little bit. But, I mean, they've held for about 2 weeks, so, you know, I'm happy with it. I really like the way these loose pants look. They look really cool. And yeah, you know, all the sculpted details are there. They were good on the other Captain America, and they're just as good as this Captain America. I do like the way that the browns look. It has like a more combat look to it. And his ankles do move a little bit better than the other Captain America, so that's pretty cool. That was one problem I had with that other one. And yeah, you got all the browns and stuff on here, on his gloves. And the stars, part of the figure itself and not part of the clothes, so it stays right there in the middle of his chest. And yeah, it looks really cool. He's an amazing figure. I really love this figure. I'm so happy with it. I haven't been able to put him down since I got him. He's definitely fun to play with and pose and stuff like that. And that's like a, you know, it's like a gift and a curse with Mezco figures, because they're so nice and they're fun to pose and play with, but they're so nice, like when you're touching it you feel like you're gonna get it dirty or mess it up or something like that. But yeah, he's definitely an amazing figure. So overall, I really love this figure. I think that Mezco did a really great job on him. And as most people know, if you watch my videos and stuff, the classic Captain America is probably my favorite action figure. I said that was my favorite action figure, and this Captain America is right up there with it. Like I said, it's hard for me to say which one I like better out of the two, so you know, I just say that they're equal in my eyes. This one I have spent a lot more time playing with them, because you know, he's just awesome, and I think that, you know, his baggier pants kind of make him easier to pose around and play with. And like, as much as I love the other Captain America, he kind of reminds me of, like, in the first Captain America, the first Avenger, when he was doing all that anti-war propaganda and he was just like wearing the funny suit and being on stage. That other Mezco Captain America kind of reminds me of that, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I just like to have him displayed and just leave him like that. This one, you know, I like to pose and play with. He kind of looks like he's more ready for war and stuff like that, and yeah, he's awesome. He's a really good figure, and I really can't wait for the Commander Rogers to come out, and I think that'll be all the Captain America ones that Mezco's doing. But yeah, the Commander Rogers looks really cool too, and I think that's going to be out later this month, but we'll see, hopefully. But yeah, anyways, I really love this figure, and it's very rare that a figure comes out that I want to get two of, to have one stashed away, and that's definitely the case with this one. So hopefully I could come across another one for a good price and I could stash it away, because I really love this figure, and then it'd make me a lot more comfortable when I'm playing with it, knowing that I have like a backup one if anything happens. But yeah, he's an amazing figure. I'm so happy to finally have him. It feels like I pre-ordered him a million years ago, but yeah, he's finally here and he's dope, and hopefully everyone out there could get their hands on one and enjoy it as much as I do. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to check out CoolToyReview.com. I'll leave a link in the description below, and if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that cool stuff. And that's it. Thank you very much. Peace.